Late afternoon sunlight slices through the floor-to-ceiling windows of a sleek downtown law office conference room, glinting off chrome chair legs and a spread of untouched bottled water. Emma Reyes, mid-30s and sharp in a navy blazer, leans over a stack of estate documents as the city hums far below, her jaw tight with focus. Across from her, her weary client, Victor Hale, coughs into a handkerchief, the oxygen tank beside his chair hissing softly like background static. "Once you're gone, your brother can freeze everything," Emma says, tapping a highlighted clause with a pen, the soft click echoing in the glass box of a room. "Unless we move it into a trust tonight, he'll control your money, your kids, your foundation, everything." Victor swallows, knuckles whitening on the armrests as he whispers, "Then do it. Whatever it takes before he gets here." The fluorescent-lit hallway outside the conference room stretches like a tunnel, its polished marble floor reflecting the muted glow of emergency exit signs. Emma strides fast toward the records room, heels hitting the stone in a steady, urgent rhythm while she dials her paralegal on a Bluetooth earpiece. "I need Hale's trust templates pulled now, revocable and irrevocable, full family tree, beneficiaries, the works," she snaps, weaving past a cleaning cart that squeaks as it's shoved aside. A distant ding announces an elevator, and Emma glances back to see two men in dark suits step out, scanning the office with predatory calm. "They're here," she mutters under her breath, pulse spiking as she pushes through the heavy records room door and lets it swing shut behind her with a hollow thud. Inside the cramped, chilled records room, rows of metal shelves loom overhead, stacked with bulging red rope files and banker's boxes labeled in neat black marker. The flickering fluorescent tubes overhead make the shadows jump as Emma yanks open a drawer marked HI, paper dust puffing into the air with a dry, musty smell. Her paralegal, Jay, skids in behind her, laptop under one arm, breathless and wide-eyed. "You weren't kidding, they're sweeping the floor," Jay pants, setting the laptop on a filing cart and pulling up digital templates, the screen's cold blue glow cutting through the dim. "We have 20 minutes before the board meeting starts, and your brother's power of attorney kicks in," Emma says, fingers flying as she edits the trust instrument, her voice low and hard. "We lock the assets into a trust now. Victor controls who gets what from the grave. His brother never touches a cent." Back in the glass-walled conference room under amber city lights, Victor signs the thick trust document with a trembling hand, the gold fountain pen scratching audibly against the heavy paper. Night has fallen outside, and the neon glow from neighboring towers paints shifting colors across the table's glossy surface. "So this paper, it outlives me?" Victor asks, eyes darting between Emma and the dense legal text as the air conditioning hums steadily above. "It's not just paper," Emma replies, sliding the final signature page toward him. Her voice calm but intense. "It's a weapon. This trust tells your money what to do after you're gone, not your brother. Not the courts." Victor exhales shakily and signs, a final, decisive stroke, as the door handle rattles, and a shadow looms in the frosted glass. The conference room door swings open with a sharp click, revealing Marcus Hale, mid-40s, expensively tailored and radiating entitled fury, flanked by the two suited men from the elevator. Overhead LEDs cast hard white light on his clenched jaw as he strides in, the rubber soles of his shoes thudding softly on the carpet. "What is this?" Marcus demands, snatching a copy of the trust from the table, his eyes flicking over the clauses as his face reddens. Emma straightens, shoulders squared, sliding the signed original into a slim fireproof pouch that she seals with an audible snap. "This is Victor deciding who controls his money after he dies," she says evenly. Victor lifts his head, voice raspy but firm. "Not you, Marcus. Not anymore." Marcus slams the paper onto the table, the sound echoing off the glass as he growls, "You can't cut me out." Security's muted radio chatter filters through the slightly ajar door of the lobby elevator bay, where the marble floors gleam under recessed ceiling lights and a giant digital directory scrolls names in cold blue. Emma power walks toward the elevators, fireproof pouch tucked under her arm like contraband, while Marcus's men close in behind her, their footsteps quickening. The soft chime of an arriving elevator feels almost mocking as the doors part to an empty cab, mirrors reflecting her tense face back at her from every angle. "Ms. Reyes," one of the men calls, voice oily and controlled. "Mr. Hale just wants to review a few more details." Hand over the folder. Emma stabs the elevator button repeatedly, heart hammering, then pivots away from the opening doors at the last second, darting for the emergency stairwell instead. Behind her, a burst of angry curses ricochets off the marble as the men break into a run, their polished shoes skidding slightly on the slick floor. The concrete stairwell is stark and echoing, lit by harsh industrial lights that buzz faintly and cast long shadows down the flights of steps. Emma barrels down the stairs 2 at a time, breath rasping in the cold, dusty air, the fireproof pouch thumping rhythmically against her hip with every stride. Doors slam open above as Marcus's men spill into the stairwell, their footfalls thundering, one of them shouting, "Stop! That document's invalid without review!" It's already executed. Emma gasps back without looking up, using the metal handrail to whip herself around the landing and accelerate, her blazer snapping behind her like a cape. The cacophony of their pursuit amplifies in the enclosed shaft, but she spots the glowing B1 sign ahead and redoubles her speed, sweat stinging her eyes as she drives herself toward the underground garage and the vault access beyond. The underground parking garage is a cavernous expanse of concrete and shadows, dimly lit by sparse sodium lamps that bathe everything in a sickly orange hue. Car alarms occasionally chirp in the distance, and the low hum of ventilation fans underscores the faint echo of Emma's footsteps as she sprints toward a reinforced steel door marked Secure Dock Vault. She slams her keycard against the reader, red light blinking maddeningly before it shifts to green with a decisive beep, and the lock thunks open, just as Marcus's men appear at the top of the ramp. "Last chance," one of them yells, their voices bouncing between pillars as they surge forward. Emma yanks the heavy door open, slips inside, and shouts back, "Even if you catch me, the trust stands. Victor's money answers to this now, not you." She slams the door, the clang reverberating through the garage, as the security bolts slide into place with a satisfying final clack. Inside the chilled document vault, rows of fireproof cabinets line the narrow room, red LED cameras winking quietly from the corners while a low hum from the climate control system fills the silence. The lighting is bright but clinical, reflecting off brushed steel drawers etched with client codes and case numbers. Emma moves quickly to a cabinet labeled H Clients, fingers steady now as she pulls it open, and slides Victor's sealed trust pouch into a waiting slot, snapping a locking bar down over it with firm finality. "You're safe now," she murmurs, more to the document than to herself, as the system chimes and a green confirmation light glows beside the slot, logging the deposit. Wiping a sheen of sweat from her brow, she exhales slowly, the adrenaline ebbing as she realizes that, no matter what storm rages outside this room, Victor's money has a new master: the silent, unyielding power of the trust.